So, when do you need to submit a return? I'm quickly going to show you how to find this information on the SARS website, but it's not obvious. It's actually under public notices because the Treasury releases information about this every year, about filing season. So this document basically sets out who must submit a return and when. Now we already know whether we need to submit a return, so we're only interested in the filing season deadlines. So we see that the deadline for non-provisional taxpayers is the 23rd of October this year, and the deadline for provisional taxpayers and trusts is the 22nd of January next year. So who is a non-provisional or provisional taxpayer? Again, there is info on the SARS website about this if you want to go and have a look there. But basically, if you only receive income from employment, you're a non-provisional taxpayer, otherwise you're a provisional taxpayer. That's just where individuals are concerned, and companies are all provisional taxpayers. But you can also check out my video on provisional tax for more information if you need that. So I also want to clarify what we mean by an income tax return. Okay, so this is referring to annual tax returns, not provisional tax returns. So the annual income tax returns for companies is called the ITR 12, ITR income tax return. For individuals, you probably know is the ITR, for companies it's the ITR 14, and for individuals it's the ITR 12. Now for trusts it's ITR 12T, T for trusts. This is apart from your provisional tax returns, which obviously only applies to provisional taxpayers. So your first provisional tax return is due 6 months into the year, and the second one is due by the end of the tax year. Fortunately, these deadlines stay the same each year for provisional tax. Now it's worth noting that SARS is as focused on taxpayer compliance, that is having your returns in and completing them correctly, as they are focused on the payment of tax, if not potentially more focused on compliance. So that's why they are what we call, or what are called, administrative non-compliance penalties, or admin penalties, for not submitting your return on time. Now this penalty is a fixed amount based on your taxable income for the previous year and increases by the same amount each month that your return is overdue, for up to 35 months. That's almost 3 years. These penalties range from 250 Rand all the way up to 16,000 Rand based on taxable income, as I said. Just remember, these penalties have nothing to do with whether you've paid your tax on time, or whether your income has been understated, whether it's accurate. It's purely for submitting your return late. So just try to get it in on time. It can be difficult, but you'll save yourself a lot of hassle. So that's how you find out what the deadline is for your tax return. So now you can submit on time and hopefully avoid penalties. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've learned something and have a better idea of when you need to submit a return and what will happen if you don't. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions for other videos, anything you want answered. There's also a link in the description for a free infographic summarizing what is discussed in this video. Just a reminder that this video is for informational purposes only and is not intended as tax advice or a replacement for fact-specific tax advice.